Hello, welcome back everybody. How are we doing today? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another live stream all about Apple Home and smart home stuff. Let's check on my levels here, make sure you can hear me. Thank you, Frederick. Looks and sounds great. Appreciate you. Hope everybody's doing well today. We are back for another exciting episode, Apple Home Talk Live. We have some good stuff to talk about here today. We're going to get into it. If this is your first live stream, welcome. Great to have you. We're going to just talk about smart home stuff for the next hour or so. We've got some announcements, some discounts. I always like to share those when I can find them. A lot of that is coming up soon with Prime Day right around the corner, but there's also been a little bit of news, some rumors, and of course I'll take your questions. So great time to ask questions here during the live stream, and I will do my best to answer everyone. Let's, while we're waiting on people to stroll in here, let's check the chat and see who all we got in the house. Frederick, of course. What's going on, Frederick and Trent? Thank you guys for being here, helping out today. Scott from Florida. We got a lot of members here in the house. Thank you guys so much for the continued support as channel members. I like to say that. Dawn is here. What's going on, Dawn? Hope you're doing all right today. George is in the house. What's up, George? Let's check my pop-up. Okay, it looks like it's working for me. Last time it wasn't working. I guess I should have picked a different one there. Let's see. Here we go. We'll start with this. Good afternoon. Can you guys see this? Pop-up's working. All right. Thank you, Chris. Hope you're doing all right today, Chris, as well. Rhett from Jack's Diner is here. What's up, Rhett? Polka McMaster. What's going on, Home Kit lovers? Let's see. Keenan is here. Keenan, what's up, Keenan? Jeff from Michigan is here. How you doing, Jeff? Let's get this pop-up going here. Pop-up is working. All right. Great. Let's see. We got New York is in the house. What's up, Jeff from Michigan again? Let's see. Dealing with the hue bug, making lights go 100% randomly. My wife is about ready to kill me, but it's not my fault. Oh yeah, I just hear old Shaggy there in the background. It wasn't you. That's funny. No, I have not experienced this, but my Hue is, I don't know if my Hue stuff is actually online right now or not. That was one of the ones, I've kind of been rebuilding a lot of stuff again here lately in the background. So my Hue stuff has actually been disconnected. I've only got like 2 Hue lights I use normally, so Sam, what's up, Sam? Good to see you here in the chat. Welcome. Thank you so much, Sam. Sam just gifted 10 memberships. So that is awesome, man. Sam coming in strong. Thank you so much for that, Sam. Sam, a fellow channel member here. We have, let's see, Sheba's, Cornelius, K Money was gifted a membership. Ty, Jacob, Matthew Rich, Roosevelt, all you guys were gifted memberships. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bill also, let's see. Oh man, Bob gifted some memberships too. Thank you so much, Bob. Let me see if I can find, my chat's kind of, let's see. I've got two different chats going. There we go. Bob, thank you so much. Bob gifted 5 more memberships. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for doing that. If you are a lucky recipient of these gifted memberships, YouTube will randomly kind of pick people for this, by the way. I don't, or nobody picks that. That's a YouTube thing. But as a channel member, you get early access to new videos. Let's see. We do a monthly member chat. Also, you can get access to our member Discord server where I'm always in there just about every day. Well, actually every day. And we got a lot of members in there who are interacting. A lot of you guys here in the chat interacting and sharing your smart home journey and helping each other out. So it's a great place. And you can get access to that again as a channel member. And if you want to join, there's a little join button down there as well if you didn't get gifted one. But thank you guys so much for gifting those. That's really kind of you. Awesome. Sam, been a crazy week over here with the lock. Awesome. Can't wait to see what you got going on, Sam, with the lock. There's been a lot of smart lock stuff lately. I see some questions rolling in too. I'll go ahead and put this out there. I feel a sneeze coming on. Bear with me. I think it went away. Gotta love live streams. So for questions, I will say this. I'll go ahead and you can go ahead and submit your questions. I will get to questions here in a little bit. Like the last half of the stream, I will just answer questions like crazy as best as I can. But just preface your comment with the word question, kind of like Frank did right here. All caps, even better. That will stick out to me. And I will flag these questions and I'm going to come back to them. Okay, so I'm going to flag all the questions. I will come back to them and answer as many as I can during the stream. So appreciate you guys submitting questions. Real quick, let's just jump into some stuff. So new smart home products. I like to share that. There was the U200, which we've kind of talked about. It's Aqara's new smart lock. That is officially available now on Amazon. So I did have a video published, was it yesterday or Monday? I don't know, one of those days this week. This came, I think it was a super late Monday night. But anyways, this is now available on Amazon. I've got a full video on this if you're interested in seeing more. This is Aqara's first retrofit lock, but it's also the first matter over thread smart lock that I've seen with Apple Home Key support. And the question here from Mexican Boy 72 says, does the new Aqara lock have UWB? It does not. So far, I have not seen any smart locks with, this stands for ultra wideband for those that don't know. And Apple kind of, let's see, at WWDC, they announced this ultra wideband feature in smart locks. I don't think we're going to see this anytime soon. It's basically a feature. Ultra wideband is basically the feature that kind of lets you know, like, for example, where your AirTags are when you use your iPhone, that really cool feature, and kind of tell how far you are to something. Saying it also uses handoff, or handoff also uses that feature for your HomePods. But let's see. Yeah, so this is something that Apple said will come to smart locks through HomeKit at some point. I think this is probably a Matter thing. Sam is not saying anything there. Sam, who works on smart locks, probably knows some stuff. But anyways, I don't think this is going to be coming for a while. That's kind of what I'm understanding. So I think it's a Matter thing. We talked about it a little bit. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You know, I don't think we're going to see ultra wideband for locks for a while, but you know, I could be wrong. But so far there has not been any, and the U200 does not. And I'll go ahead and take this question too, since it's regarding the U200. Frank says, can you install the U200 sideways? Maybe it won't fit because too wide or close to the doorpost. I don't know about sideways. I guess you could. I don't know. That would be, I haven't seen that or thought about that. You can install it upside down, I'm pretty sure. I guess you would be able to install it sideways and just do a calibration. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like you would be able to. I know you can do it upside down, so. Edgar says, how does the U200 lock show up in the Eve thread network? So it does not, actually, because when you're looking at the Eve app, the thread network in the Eve app, I don't know if you've noticed this, Edgar, or anybody else, your Matter thread products, for whatever reason, don't show up on there. So only the HomeKit over thread products will show up there, not Matter over thread. I don't know why. I guess it's just some limitation with the Eve app. That's something I've noticed, unfortunately. So I did have to kind of just double check with the car and stuff actually to make sure that that HomeKit is in fact using thread to connect and everything, and that is the case. Thank you, Sam. So Sam says limitation with Matter. So yeah, ultra wideband. I'm assuming there limitation with Matter in regards to ultra wideband on the smart locks. So. Let's see. All right. So yeah, that's that new smart lock. So again, if you do want to see that full video, it's on the channel. It was my last posted video. Oh, related to the Eve app. Thank you, Sam. Yes. Okay. Limitation with Matter. Yeah. And that makes sense. I believe more diagnostic capabilities are supposed to be coming with Matter in the near future. So maybe stuff like that will get better, using those third-party apps. So, okay. So more smart locks again, just all about smart locks. So shout out to HomeKit News website. I saw this over there. I'd never heard of this brand before, but this is another smart lock. I think it's on pre-order now. Very unique looking smart lock. So Anona, I guess is how you say that. This is a Wi-Fi smart lock. Kind of reminds me of like the August smart locks. But wanted to share this one with you because this one's new to me. So again, let's see. Before delivery, yeah, expected release date August. So this is like a pre-order kind of thing. They don't mention anything about home key on here, which I should have mentioned. I guess that is one thing about the Aqara U200 that also, I think I did maybe mention that, but that makes this unique as this sports Matter and home key. This one right here, in fact, I think this one is just HomeKit and not Matter. Oh no, it is Matter. Sorry. Okay, so this is a Matter over Wi-Fi. Okay, but reasonable price, I guess, right there, especially if you can get that little discount. But yeah, more smart locks. I've said recently this is the year of the smart locks. It seems to be. Oh, nice. George says he is testing the Anona Hollow as we speak. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what you think about that, George. I had never heard about it until recently. So very nice there. You guys check out George's YouTube channel. If you haven't already, George has a YouTube channel covering all kinds of Apple Home stuff, but security. George is a big security guru. So a great channel over there if you have not checked him out already. Yeah, thank you, Frederick. So Frederick says to Ramona, if you are on Discord, ask stuff like, if you have like real kind of technical troubleshooting questions, if you're a channel member, definitely ask in Discord because you're more likely to get a more detailed answer from myself or other channel members over there. Sometimes it's hard to get real technical in these live streams, and a lot of times that's what's needed for troubleshooting. So thank you, Frederick, for that. Let's see. Yeah, unresponsive products. That's always a thing. Yeah, Corey says, longing for it to be the year of HomeKit outdoor cameras. Yes, that is one of the things I get asked about so often is outdoor cameras, and it's just not a whole lot of them. Not a whole lot of them. Next up, wanted to talk about, I don't know if you've watched some of my live streams before or know me, you probably already know how I feel about just the whole rumor mill. I don't really like talking about it a whole lot, but there's more stuff more articles have been published about the rumored HomePod with the screen. There have been rumors about this stuff for at least 2 years now, I think, probably longer. So again, I don't look too much into this, but there has been more coming out lately in the code of like the betas, like tvOS beta. For example, this article right here is talking about a new touchscreen ready interface for tvOS. Well, that's new, so it does look like something is on the horizon here, or will be coming eventually in terms of a smart home product made by Apple with a touch screen with tvOS. So this could very much be like that rumored HomePod with the screen, or some sort of like home hub device with the screen. Again, it's a rumor. I don't know if or when this will happen, but there is a lot. It does look more and more like it will happen. We just don't know when. Very much could be, 2025 or something, but you can see here lots more references of this in the code being found, and therefore there are more and more articles being written about it. So that is a product I am very excited to see nonetheless. So when it is here, I will probably be talking about it nonstop because I've been excited about this product for years. But that's also why I don't get too wrapped up around the rumors, because it has literally been years we have been hearing about this rumored product. But it is exciting nonetheless. So yeah, definitely stay on the lookout for that. And when it is here, we will definitely be talking more about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about a product like this? Would you spend your money on a HomePod with a screen or some sort of home hub touch interface? I'm curious. I think there is definitely room in the market for a product like that. I mean, you see these products by Google, by Amazon. So I do think Apple needs to do something here. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Bicky says, I would for sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm the only one. There's got to be some people out there who would like a product like that. I would love a home hub. Finally would get rid of Lady A on our kitchen counter next to the HomePod, says Travis. Steven says, I would love a home hub for the wall. Okay, yeah, it'd be nice if we could, replace maybe those wall-mounted iPads. I know myself and others have put up a wall-mounted iPad to kind of control smart home stuff. I will be really interested to see, when this product does come, what the software is going to look like, because that's definitely going to make or break it. I think it needs to have something dedicated for like that home interface, but I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see. Poke McMaster would absolutely love one with the screen. Google Nest Hub looks amazing, so I would love for Apple to do that for sure. Yeah, I got the Google Nest Hub mainly for like testing out Matter stuff. That's kind of my Google Matter hub when I'm testing Google products, which I haven't done a lot of lately, or not Google products, but testing Matter products. And yeah, it's just, on the surface, I don't know if anybody uses the Google Nest Hub devices, but it's really cool at first, but just the software, I don't know. It's not very usable, in my opinion, with a ton of smart home devices anyways. It could just be me. Yeah, Jeff says they look way nicer than they work, all right? That's kind of how I felt about it. Sam, man, thank you so much, Sam. Waiting on my chat over here to update. Sam gifted 10 more memberships. Thank you, Sam. Dude, you're amazing. Appreciate you. Corey, 2 Corys, Jason, Daryl, you guys were gifted memberships. Craig, Matt, Will, Dane, Dave, Dylan, you guys were all gifted memberships. Thanks to Sam. Thank you so much, Sam. Again, guys, check out our member Discord server. Would love to see you over there. Ask your questions over there in Discord. We have a specific section for HomeKit questions. We've got a channel over there for smart lights, locks, security, basically every category you can think of. We have advanced stuff over there, networking. So great place to kind of look through and ask questions, give feedback and stuff like that. We even have a home assistant section over there, which I've been kind of digging into a little bit myself. So yeah, check out that. And also on the first Wednesday of every month, we do our video chat over there in Discord with the members. So that's always a lot of fun. Now let me go back up here to trying to find, don't like the way this software does. There we go. There it is. Trying to find, it's the way the software does my chat sometimes. Okay. Don celebrates 25 months of membership. Don using his monthly member sticker, member chat, I guess, here today. Thank you so much, Don, first of all, for being a member for 25 months, man. That's just awesome. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Don says, curious then how Eve's Matter over Thread devices show up in their Thread network. I have Eve Matter devices and they are in their Thread network. I mean, I assume because they're Eve, and I don't know if we got some answers to this in the chat, but I'm assuming that since they're Eve products, they have more access to what's going on, behind the scenes and the whole Thread network and stuff like there for their devices. So I'm sure that's how the Eve products are able to show up in the Thread network. But this is something that I've noticed for quite a while since my first Matter product that wasn't Eve. I noticed that those don't show up in the Thread network section of the Eve app. And you'll notice similar things you can actually look at your Thread network in like the Nanoleaf app too, and you'll notice kind of like similar things there. You can see a lot more with the devices from that manufacturer's app in there. So that's what I think is going on with that. Let's see. All right, what else do we want to talk about? Oh yeah, okay, so real quick, we're going to talk about some discounts and deals. And guys, go ahead and feel free to ask your questions. I'm trying to flag questions as we go, so I'm going to get to those. I know there have been some I'm going to get to, but yeah, go ahead and ask your questions and I will flag those. But real quick, well, before we do that, Paul celebrates 27 months. Man, Paul, 27 months, man. Thank you so much. Paul says, have you had a chance to mess with the GE Sync under cabinet lights in that lovely box that FedEx dropped off? Yeah. So if you follow me over on Instagram, you may have seen a lovely little box dropped. Oh, it was a big box actually dropped off by FedEx. It was just completely blown apart. Looks like it was just packaged not too well. But it was basically open. So I actually thought that maybe I was going to have some stuff missing from inside. But anyways, it was the GE Sync under cabinet lighting products that we talked about last week on the live stream. So I've taken them out of that box to make sure everything is there. Everything does in fact look like it's there, thankfully. But I have not installed them yet. I will be doing that very soon, maybe tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. Follow along on Instagram. I'll probably post some stories and stuff like that while I'm, messing around with some stuff behind the scenes, but assuming all goes well, I will probably release a video on that pretty soon. That's a product I've been really interested in and excited about since I first saw at CES. So definitely excited to do something new with my under cabinet lighting setup. It's been a few years since I first set that up. So yeah, you can expect a video on that probably pretty soon. Again, assuming all goes well. I have not used any GE Sync products, and this is one of their first. They've got maybe 2 or 3 Matter products, so it'll be interesting to test out, and hopefully, again, all goes well, especially if I'm installing them under the lights there. I don't need my wife upset about lights not working, but at least those are accent lights and not, primary lights. Thanks, Pokemon Master. He says, can't wait for the video. Let's see. Okay, but yeah, back to the discounts and stuff. Prime Day is right around the corner, guys. And what I always do, or at least the last few years, what I've done is I will consolidate and gather all of the Prime Day discounts and put them in one place for Apple Home related products. Prime Day is just, there's so many deals, even just within the smart home stuff, there's so much stuff to look at that it's a little overwhelming. So I like to just get all the stuff that we know works with Apple HomeKit, stuff that I've used and tested and everything. And I'll put all that together in a list and share with you all the deals. I'll do that over on my website. But I'll also make a video just kind of going over the deals and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. With that said, there are some early Prime Day deals already that we can discuss here today. But again, be on the lookout for all the official stuff coming very soon. I know there's a lot of smart home stuff, a lot of HomeKit products coming, and that will be on sale. So always a good time if you've been kind of holding off, waiting on something. Let's see here. Caroline is in the chat. What's up, Caroline? The beautiful wife. Everybody give Caroline a happy birthday message, if you would. My beautiful wife is here spending some time with us in the chat. Thank you so much for being here and putting up with me for all these years. Yeah, celebrating Caroline's birthday here. So... And she says, yes, classic FedEx. Doesn't matter how well it's packaged. Lots of memes about FedEx. I have heard more bad things about FedEx from other people as well than any other one. So I don't know, for what it's worth. All right. Yes. Happy birthday to Caroline. All right. Well, those are rolling in. Let's discuss some of these Prime Day deals. First up, I want to share with you guys the Indie App Sales. So they're doing this. So this is the Indie App Sales July 2024 edition. So some app developers have put this together, and for Prime Day, they're going to be discounting their apps. So I'm a big fan of using third-party apps to kind of extend the functionality of HomeKit, of my smart home, among other things, but definitely with my smart home. And a lot of those apps will be discounted during this Indie App Sales event. So if you don't have any of these apps, and I will mention, by the way, there's a link to this video or to this page down in the description of the live stream, so you can get to it that way. But this is a great little website too. I mean, they've put together all apps from independent app developers who are participating in this. You can see when the sale starts, when it ends, how much it's on sale. They even have this great little filter in here. Let me just show you this real quick. You can go right here, click Smart Home and Automation, and see. And again, there may be some more updated here in the next week. I don't know, but you can see right here, these are some of the HomeKit apps that are on sale. And let's see 7.9. So yeah, man, we got Home Cam for HomeKit, Home Log, Home Pass. This is one of my favorites here. These are some great apps here. Home Run. A lot of these are already on sale right now. 47% off. Some big discounts here. We got, I know, Signals for HomeKit. That's a great one right here. This is on sale. Let's see. Yeah, it's already on sale as well. This is an interesting one, Home UI. I tried this, so we've even got some Vision OS apps here on sale, 25% off on this one, 30% off on this one. This is the one I talked about not too long ago in my, I did an Apple Vision Pro HomeKit kind of video, and I used that app right there a good bit. So yeah, it's nice to see this. Really cool that these indie app developers are doing this, and this kind of gives us a chance to kind of help support them as well, because a lot of them are building these awesome apps and stuff, in their spare time and things like that. So definitely check that out. And as well, let's see some other early Prime deals that are already here actually. Narwal up to 50% off. So this isn't HomeKit specifically, but these are the robot vacuums that I use right now. If Caroline is still here in the chat, she will probably vouch for me for these. I think Narwal has made her favorite robot vacuum that I've used so far here in our house. But we are using the Frio X Ultra, and you can see right there, pretty big discount, $400 off right now. So again, there's links to this down in the description today. These are already on discount. I recently got one of these, the S10 Pro, which is, it's crazy. This thing can like clean up anything. So anyway, some good deals right there. SwitchBot, another favorite, has got also another really awesome robot vacuum. This thing right here, the actually, oddly, I think this is called the S10 as well. So this thing can connect to your plumbing, and just a really cool robot vacuum. But SwitchBot makes a lot of smart home products. There you go. That's the one right there. I did a whole video on this also, man. Really cool product. But a lot of this stuff is on sale. I need to try that remote. I have not tried their little Matter remote yet. But let me see if I can click on this. So yeah, these discounts are already happening right now. And I'm sure there will be more to come. The blind tilts, love these things. I have a whole bunch of these in my house. Yeah, Caroline says, yes, the Narwal has been my favorite, especially the handheld one. Okay, so that's the new one that we, so the S10 Plus or Pro or something like that. Yeah, she likes that. Awesome. Frederick says, have the Frio X Plus and love it. That's good to know. I know you talked about that a little bit, Frederick. I have not used that one yet, so it's great to hear. That's the entry level one, I believe, but it looks like it has most of the features that the flagship one has, minus one or two things regarding the mopping. So great to hear there. And also another favorite I see, again, these are just some early discounts you guys can check out if you want. Pre-Black Friday, there's Govee's doing some stuff right here, some bundles and different things, and even some giveaways. Check these out on their website. But I can tell you there's going to be a lot more discounts to come for Prime Day. I've seen a lot that we'll have, so it'll be a good opportunity to take advantage of some of those if you've been holding out. Don't buy stuff you don't need. I know it's hard. I struggle with it every year, but maybe make a list of the things you were looking for or been holding off for, and then see what all goes on sale. Again, I'll post all that on my website here soon. Sam, my man, what is that? 3 times today? Man, thank you so much, Sam. Sam has gifted 10 more memberships. Man, Sam is on a roll. Thank you so much, Sam, for doing this. We've got a lot of new channel members here today, so thank you, Sam. If everybody can thank Sam. Yeah, check out, like I said, check out those member perks. If you're a new member, would love to see you in Discord. You don't have to do anything extra. In a month, I guess that gives you a month, these gifted memberships. In a month that will expire. Again, you don't have to do anything. Would love for you to renew if you would like to continue being a member, but certainly don't have to. And yeah, would love to see you over there in Discord. Michael says, Sam the man. My goodness, Sam. We got a lot of Sam the mans here. Thanks, Sam. All right. Okay, so let me get to some questions now. Try to see if there's any more recent ones that I may have missed. If you have not asked a question you would like to, go ahead and drop that in the chat. But let's start with some of these questions here. Is there any motion sensor light switches for HomeKit? Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's any light switches with the motion sensor built in that supports HomeKit is what I'm assuming is the question. And I'm trying to think, let me know if anybody has any answers to these questions and you haven't commented already. Go ahead and drop that in the comment and let me know. I don't think, I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Lutron makes some, but it's not part of their Caseta line. I actually installed some of those in my house, but they don't connect to HomeKit. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot connected to like separate motion sensors, but I can't think of any that supports HomeKit with a motion sensor built in to the light switch. Question, why does HomeKit on iOS support two houses, normal home and holiday home, but HomeKit on tvOS does not? I asked the maker of HomeCam about this, but he said it wasn't supported. I have no idea why Apple does what they do. I guess it's just a tvOS limitation. Maybe they assume with a device like your TV that you won't be switching homes and you'll just want to use it with whatever. Or maybe it's because it's an accessory that is part of your Apple home. Maybe that has something to do with it, but I don't know. I'm not sure, but that is a good question. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right about that. Dan Zimmerly, man, thank you so much. Dan the man. We got Sam the man and Dan the man. Dan, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. 30 months channel member here. Dan is doing some awesome stuff with his smart home, always in Discord. Dan says, I was told I couldn't buy anything on Prime Day either because I spend too much or because it's my birthday and I'm already getting something. Well, for your sake, I hope it is the latter there and that you get some great HomeKit stuff for your birthday. And happy early birthday, I guess I should say. I'm not sure exactly when it is, assuming it's coming up. Happy birthday. And thank you again, Dan, for the continued support here on the channel. And always great to see you over there in Discord and all the value you provide over there as well. Yeah, Caroline thinks that's funny. She has probably told me similar things in the past. Let's see. Well, thank you, Jeremiah. Jeremiah says, I love your channel and you have taught me so much and we'll be getting a lot of Aqara products soon. Very cool. Thank you, Jeremiah, for that and for watching. Yeah, Aqara has been a channel favorite here for quite a while. They make some awesome smart home and affordable. Most of their products are pretty affordable, so very good smart home products there. Yeah, Frederick says Aqara products rock. Frederick has quite a few Aqara products as well, as does Dan. Okay, so let's see. I got some more questions here. And like I said, feel free to drop questions in the comment or in the comment section. John says, is LifeX any good now? I don't know. I actually have not used any of the new I actually haven't used any LifeX products in years now. So LifeX kind of had a revamp not too long ago. Let's see if we could pull up some of their stuff. We haven't really talked about them in a while. But LifeX, they recently underwent new management and everything. And now they've got, you can see quite a few outdoor matter products. I've heard that they're nice and bright and look good, but I have not used any of them personally. So some really unique looking products here for their outdoor lights especially. I don't think any of these other products support matter yet, but I haven't used them yet. So I don't know. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. I just did a bunch of outdoor stuff with the Govee lights. There's a video on my channel from just a couple weeks ago, I think, where I basically just redid the whole backyard area and a lot of my front yard too with Govee lights. That was fun too, by the way, with 4th of July here recently. Just lit up the whole house in red, white, and blue. So it's very easy to do when you have Govee lights everywhere. And Jeremiah just says, question, how are your Govee lights doing? They're doing great. I love them. I have, just like if you watch that video, I've got some automation set up. So the lights on the front of my house, they come on and off with the sunrise and sunset basically every day. And then for 4th of July, I had them come on to, like I said, the red, white, and blue, which is pretty cool. All the stuff in the backyard, I've really loved having all of them be Govee because I was able to set up those automations, which I showed in that video. But like automation, when I turn on the TV at night, it lights up all of my Govee stuff to like a nice little scene. And I can change them all very easily together since they all work with Govee. But yeah, I've been happy with them. Jeremiah says I watched that video a bunch of times. Thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, I like them. They make some cool stuff and very affordable, I think, too, especially for outdoors. So they've really been doing some good things with matter here this year. So that was been nice to see. Oh, there we go. Vito says, I have several LifeX bulbs and Strip only had 2 of the earlier models went bad. Otherwise, they are good. Thank you, Vito, for sharing that. Travis says, interested in the LifeX path lights, but Govee so much more affordable and awesome products. Yeah, it's one of the things about Govee that you just got to love, man. They're really affordable for the most part compared to other products. That was something that I noticed, especially when looking at the backyard lights that I did, like the string lights and stuff that Govee offers was just so much more affordable than some of the other brands. Other brands that I've used and actually like Nanoleaf. I love those outdoor string lights, but they're very much more expensive. So, Brian, what's up, Brian? Brian made it. Thank you for being here, Brian. I hope everything went well today. Brian had to work, so a little late here to the chat, but always good to see you, my friend. Let's see. All right. Questions. What is the expectation of battery life? Sam says, what is the expectation of battery life as it's related to smart locks? Okay, good question. So you guys, I would love to hear what you guys think. Drop a comment in the chat right now, like what you would expect a good battery life to be for a smart lock. If you were in the market, we've talked a lot about smart locks here lately on the channel. In fact, I've got another smart lock video coming out pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But I would say personally, I would like to see at least 6 months with a smart lock. That's not always what I get, depending on the lock, but I would like to see at least 6 months. I've seen some advertise as much as a year, but what you get and what they advertise may not always be, exactly in line. But yeah, I'd like to see a good 7 or 6 months. Hair Riot, what's going on? Hair Riot celebrates 7 months of membership. Thank you so much for being a channel member, Hair Riot. And says, made it in time. Good to see everyone. Great to see you here as well. Thank you for the support and thanks for hanging out. So let's see what you guys think. Oh, Jack's Diner says my quick set is about 8 weeks. Yeah, that's not good. I would like to see more than that for sure on a smart lock. Corey says my G4 was dead within 3 weeks. The G4 is a doorbell camera, right? So that may be a little different for a camera. Still, dead within 3 weeks. It's not good. Let's see if we have any more here. In my experience of locks, the brand of battery and the amount it is used determines the life of batteries. I generally get 6 to 8 months. Yeah, great comment there. Thank you for sharing that. I completely agree. I think if you're using cheaper, lower quality batteries, they might not last as long. And certainly the more you use it, the more, the quicker those batteries will die. They say here 6 to 8 months. Let's see, is what they would say. Eric says depends on your connections and consistency, 3 to 6 months. That's been pretty consistent with what I've seen. I'd say, Eric, I'd say on the shorter end of what I've seen is around 3 months. And the better end of that is probably 6 months. I think I get probably about 6 months on my Schlage usually. So I'm just having to replace those maybe twice a year. So probably 3 to 6 months is what I see pretty regularly. I love to get 6 months though out of mine. Corey says SwitchBot Lock Original lasts about 6 months. Very nice. I like what SwitchBot Lock Pro did recently with that with the rechargeable battery. I don't know if you guys watched that video, but they have a rechargeable battery that's basically 2 parts of the battery. So, when it's time to recharge, you can just take out one side and it'll still work and charge that up and kind of do them like that. Continues working. So really nice. Let's see. Sam says, I've been stressing my lock at 7 months right now, trying to squeeze more. Hey, man, go big or go home, right? We'd love to see it. Yeah, would love to see a smart lock. Yeah, 6 months, I will say, like the Aqara lock that I just reviewed on the channel, they advertise 6 months on their lock. Again, I haven't been able to test that because I haven't had it that long, but the battery life on that one's been holding off pretty good. I've been using it regularly and testing it pretty heavy for about 2 months now, and the battery was at 90% last I checked, so that may actually last 6 months. But time will tell on stuff like that. Do you ever think a car will be at Best Buy in store? I don't know. I guess it's possible. I mean, they do sell at bestbuy.com now, but I'm not sure if they'll ever be in store. All right, questions here. Chris, are there any string lights other than Nanoleaf or LifeX that work with Matter or HomeKit? Yeah, well, we just talked about Govee, so definitely. Well, I'm sorry. I take that back. The Govee lights do not work with Matter or HomeKit. Sometimes I forget. So I've got my Govee lights working in HomeKit through other ways. Like I've used Homebridge, which they have a great Homebridge plugin for Govee. And there's also, lately I've been dabbling in Home Assistant, so you can also go that method. But yeah, I'm trying to think of string lights with native HomeKit or Matter support. If I'm not thinking of any, you guys drop a comment if you can think of any. I don't think there are any others. Jeremiah, yeah, the Permanent Outdoor Lights Pro are Matter. Let's see, I had Govee pulled up here earlier. Here we go. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So smart lights, outdoor lights. So these basically right here, the Permanent Outdoor Lights Pro that you see along the roof line, those do support Matter, the Pro model. The string lights, which is kind of what you see right here, those don't support Matter. I hope that they bring us a Matter version of those in the future. This supports Matter. That's a new one. But yeah, the Permanent Outdoor Lights Pro, this one right here does support Matter. But their string lights, these right here, do not yet. Hopefully they will release some that do in the near future. Chris says, what's up with Govee so randomly supporting Matter? That's a good question. So I think, Chris, my interpretation of this, Govee has never supported HomeKit for whatever reason. So their products are all Wi-Fi based products. And they've always supported Amazon and Google Home, but never HomeKit. I think when Matter came along, as other brands have done, Matter is really a good way for them to enter into that market, I think. So what you're seeing is a lot of their products, I think they're pretty much having to release new products. I don't think there's anything that has been, I'm looking through the lineup right now. I don't think there's anything that's been updated over firmware, so there must be something that they're having to build into them. So all of their kind of existing products don't support Matter, like the older ones don't support Matter, but a lot of their new products do. And so like the Permanent Outdoor Lights Pro, they had the regular version of those that didn't support Matter. Well, then they released this newer version that does. This right here supports Matter, a newer product as well. But a lot of these other products that have been around for a while don't support Matter. So I think that's what's happening. And they're just kind of slowly introducing more and more products. So the more new products that they come out with, I think we'll just continue to see more and more Matter support. But then I also think that Govee does like to target kind of the more affordable product, range. So we may still continue to see products by them that don't support Matter, that they can just keep the cost really low. That's what I think is happening. That's just kind of my 2 cents as I'm been kind of watching Govee for a while, because I always really wanted to get into some of the Govee stuff before Matter came along, but they just never supported HomeKit. So I kind of stayed away until actually the Permanent Outdoor Lights, the first version, were I was so intrigued by those that I did get some of those before Matter was introduced by them. I just love those lights so much, and it was definitely worth it. And yeah, it's been cool to see what they're doing. Yeah, cost. It's a money thing probably. It's probably part of it. Yeah, like Travis says, the Govee plugin for Homebridge is fantastic. I talked about that in the first Govee video I ever did, which was probably like it's at least a little over a year ago, I guess. And that was before they had any Matter products, actually. So let's see. Is the U300 still happening? It would be perfect for my shed, Jason said. As far as I know, I assume it is. I have not heard anything about the U300. Hopefully now that the U200 has come, actually we had the U50 released recently, and then the U200 was just released this week. Hopefully soon we'll hear some more talk about the U300. For those who may recall or may not recall, U300 was announced and kind of showcased during CES, and that was basically a lever, like a lever lock with the keypad built in. So it would basically replace the doorknob, which I think would be a great product to have, because there's not a whole lot of those on the market that support HomeKit. There's really only like 1 or 2. Jeremiah says U50 update with Matter would be nice. You can use the U50 with Matter through one of their hubs. But yeah, so hopefully we will see. I know let me see if I can find a picture of it. Because when I saw it at CES, it actually looked really solid and sturdy. Just seemed like a good product, It seemed like it was built really well and everything. Here we go. Our friends over at Apple Insider. Looks like there's a photo of what it kind of looks like right there. Oh yeah, they also talked about that border router plug. I almost forgot about this thing. I think somebody commented earlier about that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So this would replace your doorknob. Could be a great solution for many people where there's not many solutions right now for HomeKit. Do you think the Aqara N100 door lock looks like a good buy, and do you know where to buy it? Let me look real quick. That is this one right here. I don't know where to buy it. I think this is this one of the, this may be the one that's only available in like the Chinese market. Well, here we go. EU, Russia, China, and other. So maybe in the EU you might be able to get one of these. I mean, I think if you can get one, pretty much almost everything I've used from Aqara has been a solid purchase, solid products. I usually recommend them. Their Zigbee product, that's a Zigbee door lock. Their Zigbee stuff works great. They've been reliable. I think it would be a good buy if that's what you're looking for and you're able to get one. Vito, all right, Vito. Vito's got to says good night. John Wolf, let's see. I am actually using some Aqara light switches, so they're not my favorite in terms of just the way they look, and they don't have a dimmer. They're just on-off lights, so I don't use them everywhere. But I primarily use Aqara light switches in my closets, where I just want and I can put a little Aqara door sensor and just have a very simple automation. You know, when I open the closet, turn the lights on, turn off, all that with the door sensor, because they just work so well and reliable, and they're very affordable. So they're much more affordable than other light switches. And since it's inside a closet, I don't really care how they look. So yes, I am using a few of them throughout my house. Let's see. All right, let me run through. We're going to do like a lightning round here. Matthew, as I begin to build out my HomeKit home, have smart locks and some hue lights, I'll be getting a bunch of Aqara water and door sensors. Is it best to go with the Hub M3 for future proofing? Yeah, I think so. Unless you just really have a need for like one of the other hubs that, you know, like some of them are cameras. If you really need an indoor camera, then get the camera, I think. But if you just want to connect like your Zigbee products to it, I think any of them are fine. But yeah, if you want to future-proof, the M3 is a good way to go. Just to, you know, that way you have the thread capability in there. If maybe they do release a thread product or sensor in the future that you want to utilize, you would be able to use that one directly with your M3 hub. But I don't think it's necessary, again, especially just for like the Zigbee sensors. I am a fan of their Zigbee sensors still, even though they also have thread sensors now. So, you know, with that said, any of them would be fine, I think. But the M3 is good because you can plug it into your Ethernet, which, you know, just improves reliability. And it has some other nice like hub features. So yeah, can't go wrong there to future-proof unless you like really have a strong need for a camera or something like that. So that would be my 2 cents on that one. EL Trade says, I need a recommendation for a HomeKit camera. My Aqara G4 keeps ringing since I changed my battery. Reset several times, not working, need to get something different. So the G4 is a doorbell camera. So I don't know if you're looking for a doorbell camera or a regular camera. Again, there's not a lot of outdoor cameras that work natively with HomeKit. Eufy makes a few. I mean, as far as, let's see, doorbell cameras, I mean, I do like the G4. I think it's a good one. I'm not sure what's going on with yours, why you're having issues with it, but I installed I've installed 2 of them for family, and they both really like them. Both running on battery actually. And let's see, I don't use one at my house because I prefer the vertical feed on my doorbell camera. And if that's the case for you, you might want to look at the Circle View doorbell camera. Also, the Ecobee doorbell camera supports HomeKit, but it doesn't support HomeKit secure video. So that's the one I've been testing lately. So those are a couple doorbell cameras maybe you could look into. Jay says, I'm getting ready to set up my girlfriend's new apartment into the Google ecosystem, and she has a Pixel. Do you know how well Aqara works with Google? I don't know firsthand because I don't really use Google, but I mean, if it works as well as it does with HomeKit, I think you're good to go. But yeah, as far as I know, Aqara has worked with Google and Amazon and HomeKit for as long as I can remember, so I think you'll probably be good to go there. Thump Jimmy says, I have a Topo C25 that pops up on my Apple TVs when motion is detected. How do I get HomeKit to trigger a SwitchBot when the motion is detected? Oh, well, you just go and create a new automation in the automation tab in the Apple Home app, and just do a new automation, says when motion is detected, and then you can look for your, let's see, you said your SwitchBot. So just, it's just an automation. You can build it right there in the automation tab in the Apple Home app, because your Topo camera should expose a motion sensor in HomeKit that you can utilize in your automations. Steve says, I just got Homey Pro. I know you were playing with it. What are your thoughts on it now? So I love Homey Pro. I really do. I have unplugged it recently because I have so many things that I'm testing and using. And lately I have been testing out Home Assistant and trying some things there. But I absolutely love Homey Pro. Now, especially using Home Assistant, I miss some of the things that I got with Homey Pro. I know there's some Home Assistant folks out there that'll probably have my head for saying that, but Homey Pro is just so good at the user interface, is just wonderful. The automation engine in it is amazing. That's one of the things I really miss. It's so nice and easy to set up automations, but there's also so much capability where you can really do some advanced, really nice things there in Homey Pro. So I'm a big fan of Homey Pro. The only thing you kind of have to watch is make sure the accessories that you want to use in your house are compatible. That's really the only potential issue, I think, is compatibility with your smart devices. But as long as you can get products that work with it, I think it's fantastic. I have not used Hoops Pro yet, Jeremiah. I have not yet, but a similar product, it seems, to Homey Pro. Would like to give it a try when it is, whenever it is ready, but I have not given it a shot yet. Yeah, like I said, lately been kind of dabbling in Home Assistant here on the sides and losing some sleep over that. I've been up till 3 a.m. a few nights tinkering around with that, so we'll see where that goes. But Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Good to see you here. Brandon says, great job on the new U200 lock. I experienced many of the same things, but haven't had it installed nearly as long. All right, good. Thank you. Appreciate that confirmation, and I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I see some unified talk. There was also a comment somewhere. I lost it. There it is. Corey says, waiting on the Unify setup video, really wanting to switch to Unify. Yeah, I have also been doing that. So I've shared some over on Instagram and also in Discord on that whole journey. That's been a fun little process too. Yeah, that video is coming soon. I am kind of debating on which way to go with that video, but we'll share for sure more more here in the near future on that. It's a pretty awesome system as well. Speaking of interfaces, has just a great user interface. John says, when you get used to Home Assistant, you'll love it. Yeah, I mean, it's very powerful. I already think it's awesome, but it it's a time suck for sure. Corey says, love the Instagram stuff too. Cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Corey. On that note, you guys, if you're not already following me on Instagram, check me out over there. I'm at Shane Creates pretty much everywhere. Let's see, looking at comments here. But yeah, I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff, mainly on Instagram, when I'm just kind of working on projects and videos and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that at all, check me out over there. Also, just random stuff that I'm doing on a daily basis. Almost time for birthday tacos and margaritas. All right. I think that's my cue, guys. Yes, I'm ready. I'm down for a margarita for sure. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you all so much. We had Sam, thanks for all the gifted memberships, and everybody who gifted a membership today and everybody who received one. It's great to have you guys as members and all the longtime members. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And everybody else, thank you for hanging out today. Always fun to talk shop and smart home, HomeKit, all that good stuff here with you all. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. All right, God bless.